recuperate, and obviously I feel like we did a good job of that.
Next time you guys take that floor, you're going to be conference season. The intensity is going to be ratcheted up, obviously, significantly. Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah, I think we're taking steps in the direction. We're ready to go, and we're excited about the competition that we're going to be going against.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're ready. We got the next couple of days to prepare for a really good Marquette team that's coming in here, and obviously they coming off a win, which they won today, and I feel like we gonna be prepared for them.
Christian, we've talked about sort of your maturation, sort of learning the position.
Yeah.
Well, you got 12, 13 games in the bank this year. How much more comfortable do you feel playing the 5 now, as opposed to where you were at the start of the year?
Definitely feel much more comfortable than I did at first. It just comes with reps. You keep practicing the same things over and over again, and then it becomes natural and it becomes a habit. So by just working at the same things every single day in practice and building upon my skills and assets, just gets me more comfortable out there on the court.
Do you guys feel like the last couple games you played, they've been grinders? Was it nice to just like get out and run and kind of play? I mean, that first half looked like Creighton.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's always good to get out and run because that's our style of play. That's how we like to play. But yeah, like you said, they've been grinders, man. It's been tough with everybody and trying to get Denzel settled in and the way he played and the way he got to fit to our system. So it's been tough, but I feel like we're getting better each and every day.
Anything else for the student athletes? Thanks, guys.
Good job, guys.
Questions for Coach?
I'm going to start by talking about the Davion Mintz situation. He is not going to play this year. He is elected to redshirt, and I've had a lot of conversations with him, with his family. He's had a lot of conversations with his family. He's thought about it long and hard. The reality of it is you only get one senior season, and some of you guys are at practice most of the time, and it's obvious he's not close to being back to his old self. And I think that's been frustrating to him, and he really wants his senior season to be his best season. And I respect his decision and I support his decision, and told the team after the game and would ask that they support his decision as well. I mean, nobody knows what you would do if you're in that situation, because we're not in that situation. And he's been a very important part of our team, and he will continue to be an important part of our team, just in a different role on the scout team for the rest of the year, as he continues to rehab and hopefully get some of that explosion back that he's lost with that injury. But he's clearly not himself, and obviously there's a level of frustration there when you have a significant injury like that, especially when it's your first one. So I 100% support what he's decided to do. I understand the reasons for it, and I'm hopeful that it heals up great and that he has a great senior season when that time comes.
I'm sure there'll be more time to address that, but is given the lack of the way it hasn't healed the way he thought it was, is surgery still on the table for him? Maybe
I mean, I don't know that. I mean, it's a high ankle sprain, and I'm not a doctor, so I can't answer that. But it's he's moving okay in practice, but it takes some time when you have that significant of an injury, and everybody's body heals at a different pace and rate. And I was really encouraged that his first couple practices back. Then we had a setback where it kind of swelled back up on him. And then as he's come back off that, he hasn't had even the same explosion and lateral movement that he had those first couple practices. So it takes time, especially when you sit out 8-9 weeks. What that does to your legs, and trying to get your legs back besides trying to rehab an injury is a difficult thing. So obviously it's a very difficult decision for a young man to make. But I totally respect it, because he knows he's not himself, and he wants to be the best version of himself for his senior season.
Imagine it probably without Davion in the picture, it probably just means you'll still rely heavily on your starters, but Sharif off the bench.
Yeah, we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, nothing's changed. We've added Denzel to the mix. It's a pretty good, 8-person rotation with when Kelvin's healthy. He kind of re-aggravated that a little bit. He could have played if it was a conference game, but we just decided to not risk it. So I like the group that we have there, and the good news is guys like Jet and Jalen have played some significant minutes when games were on the line. So if something were to happen, at least they're prepared and ready to go.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you even told the guys the other day that you felt like the 131 was going to help you win some games this year, if you would be able to use it at the end or in spurts. Why did you feel like it wasn't very effective?
Christian and DJ mentioned it. They got into the teeth of it some, and then our reaction to that was a little bit slow. So, I mean, I don't necessarily like starting the half in it because teams are usually, you're a little bit more comfortable to start the half or start the game and know what to do to attack it. Sometime when you just spring it on somebody in the middle of a half, you can buy a possession or two. But I wanted some of it on film so we could evaluate it a little bit more and plug some of those holes.
Just to be clear, not to go back on that, but like with Davion's situation, do you expect him back next year yet, or is that
I would think so. Yeah.
Your guys' offense, kind of asked DJ about it, but just pushing tempo and playing with some pace. You emphasize it every game, but I wondered just with the way the last 2 games have gone, did you kind of press on the guys a little bit more just to kind of get back to what
we got stops. They only scored on 3 of their first 24 possessions, so we had a ton of opportunities for transition. And then the second half, I think they scored on 5 of their first 6 possessions, so we weren't able really to establish our transition game early in the second half like I wanted to. And probably ended up playing those guys a little longer than I wanted to tonight, but I wanted to get Denzel some minutes with that group. So the good news is we got 25 minutes on the floor for him tonight. While he didn't shoot it good, I didn't think it impacted the way he played. We made some great hustle plays in transition and on the backboards, and that's a sign of good things in my opinion.